Hi everyone, it's Liz from Crafting with Nani. This is the new page. We got it up. We get to go live. I'm so excited. I really, 60 days is a long time to wait when you're waiting for something. So I know Sue B is just finishing up on her page and she said she was going to jump in. So if you see that red live button, that means we're live, and yay, we're live on the new Crafting with Nani page. So if you can, kick the cow patties out to your friends and let's help this page grow. I live on a ranch, so we have a lot of cow patties. We have a lot of cows. So if you hear a bunch of cattle going by or tractors and whatever, trucks, we have a lot. The guys are working on fences and putting fences in and new fences because they're building new pens. So if you hear a bunch of noise, it's a working ranch and they're working out there. So there's 3 full-time ranch hands that work all day long. So and my grandson and my grandson-in-law, they all work. So anyways, hi Molly, thank you for jumping on. We're on the new page. It's so exciting. So I am going to make a journal on our first day here. I did do a couple of things in advance, only because I wanted to sew some stuff. I know, Molly, I'm so excited that you're here, but my sewing machine's over there, and I didn't want to have to move everybody back and forth. So I did pre-sew on this journal cover just because I wanted to sew it in. And so I did that earlier. Linda Fletcher sent me this cover, and I even used the bag that she sent it in inside. So this is all recycled stuff to make the cover. And I have a couple of pockets on the inside. And we're going to make a tall skinny out of it. So it's a really pretty placemat that she sent me. And it turned out really, I love the colors, even though I'm really not a purple person. But it looks so pretty, I couldn't resist it. And I'm gonna do a flower journal. And I thought, well, this is absolutely perfect to do a flower journal in it. So we're gonna put in 2 signatures today, if we can get them in there. And we'll decorate it. The only thing I'm worried about is I wasn't sure if I wanted to put grommets in here yet. Hi, Linda. I'm showing everybody your beautiful, hi, Bev. Thanks for jumping on. This is what Linda sent me in a Happy Mail. And I just sewed the edge of it so I wouldn't have to glue and wait for the glue to dry. That's the only thing I did pre. I even used the bag that you sent the Happy Meal in, and I put that inside, Linda. So let's get started on the new page. So kick my cow patties over. So I have been doing a few things. Linda also sent me these roses, so we're going to use those. And yesterday I dyed some papers using beet juice. Oh, thank you for sprinkling me in there. I love that. But anyways, I took some beet juice and I just put it in the paper and then I let it dry. And it's really pretty color pink coming from the beets. So I did a couple of sheets just to try it out, and we're going to use that in here. And then I also dyed a couple of the doilies that Linda sent me as well. So I dyed these 2, and then on 2 of them, they kind of tore, so I made little pockets out of them. So we'll use those in the journal. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for jumping on. I love that you're here. So we're going to make like I said, we're going to make a tall skinny, and I have some papers that I've been collecting on Facebook, there's a lot of free papers that you can get. I know Lisa has a page, and then there's just a whole bunch of different ones. So I've been collecting pages over the last few months, and I thought I would go ahead and use them. I got this page from the Crafty Brother. He has a page now where you can get printables from. So I got that one from him. And there is a couple of them from the Crafty Brother, but most of them are from like Lisa's page. And to be truthful with you, there's so many different ones. I don't know which page is from which one. So I did that. And then I also, last night, I've been pretty, I tried coffee dyeing some lace. And this is lace that I picked up from Temu. And I don't know what is on it, but there's something on it that really doesn't allow it to take the colors very well. Because I've actually had one sitting out in the dirt, and it's still white. So I don't know what they put on it, but it doesn't really take up. It did stain it a little because it was really white. So it did stain it a little bit. But I did stain also coffee stained. So it's like a cheesecloth. So I stained that, and that turned out really nice. So we can use some of that. And then I had been using this material, and this is all I had left. So I put some of this in, oh, is it polyester? Is that why? That makes sense. But anyways, I coffee stained this little piece, and that turned out really nice. And it smells like coffee. So, and I coffee dyed some papers the other day. I already showed this the other day, but we can use some of the coffee dyed papers. So that's what I've been up to. What's everybody else been up to? What you working on? What kind of crafts have you been doing? So, all right, let's get gathered on this. I am going to turn the camera down just a little bit. Rayon won't stain either. That's probably what, because it only costs like $1, you know, when you get it from Temu. So I knew it had to be some kind of cheap, something cheap. So I'm going to just turn the camera down just a little bit so you can see the table better, and you don't have to really see, you know, me. It's not about me. It's about what we're doing. So like I said, all I did prior to jumping on was folding this as a tall skinny, and then I stitched across the top and I stitched across the bottom. So we have our papers. Now, if you guys have been following me for a little while on my other page, I have this problem about white being on the paper. I don't know why. Thanks, Debbie, for coming on. It's nice to see you. So I'm going to have to get over the white because on a tall skinny, there's a lot of white. So I did, I don't know if I really want, I mean, I think I'm just gonna zhuzh it up and live with it. So, because if I cut all of this off, we're gonna really have a skinny. She'll be skinny. So, April showers. Ooh, I can't wait for that set to come out. Did you see, Cynthia, did you see the journal I did the other day using your printable for St. Patty's Day? I did a journal I posted that one. I did that on live on the other page. But anyways, I was thinking of taking the pages and trimming the pages and making them so they're not so pointed. And I think I can do 2 pages at a time. So I'm just going to kind of round the edges a little bit on these pages. And I think there's 9 pages, or we'll count, hold on. We'll count the pages. So, like I said, we're in Texas, we're in West Texas, and it is a gorgeous day today. It's 77 right at the moment. They said it could get up to 99 today, which I thought, ooh, that's a big jump. I don't think it'll do more than a couple pages at a time. Well, it did a couple pages. So I'm just doing the other top of the other corner. So, well, maybe not. Maybe you can't do 3 or 4 pages at the same time. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you got to see it. It has been so fun to get this page up and running. The other page I didn't make it right. And so Facebook, they blocked, or they didn't block me, but they just capped me at 5,000 followers, at 5,000. So I thought, wow, that's crazy. I can't even get anybody else on the page. So my granddaughter came over, or I went over there, and we ended up starting a business page instead, doing it the right way. But I had to wait 60 days before I could go live. And that 60 days was, ugh. Every day I would go on and say, isn't it 60 days yet? And then I realized, well, February you only had 28 days. So I had to wait a couple of more days. Hi, Sue. Thank you for jumping on. I loved your journal today. And your pockets you made were really neat. So I'm just kind of rounding off the edges, and then we'll get busy sewing this in. There's one I missed, or a couple on the top here I missed. I should have done this, like I said, I should have done it one at a time, but nobody wants to see me just sit here and cut corners. I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna trim off all the white, but then that would have been a super, super, super skinny. So I did pre-fold these, and I'm gonna grab my sewing kit. So this is, I keep everything I have to sew in my journals into this one kit. So it has all the needles, it has everything. So I'm just gonna set that right here for a second. And I wanted to add in, let's see how many pages we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to add in one of the pink beet ones. That'll make 10. And I'll go ahead and round these corners too. I'm like a little bit, I don't know if I'm not nervous because I've been going live for a long time, but I haven't been, this is my first live on this page. So it's like, I'm a little bit excited, you know. It's like waiting for, I don't want to say Christmas, but it was like waiting, you know, like if you're waiting to go on a vacation and you have to wait and wait and wait before you go. That's what it felt like. It was just like, when are we going on vacation? And so we're going to add one of these in. And then I have doily I'm going to add in. And we have 2 signatures in this journal. I'm just going to add that one in. And that's going to poke out a little bit more, but that'll be okay because we can trim it off later if we don't like it, or that's one of those really big doilies. Okay, come on, line up now. And then I have this, it's kind of like a rice paper, and but it has like these little lines in it, so it's a different type of rice paper. So I'm going to add this in. And that'll be cute to decorate later, or it'll just break up some of this harsh whiteness. And then we have one more signature I'm going to do. We can put the papers in that. And then I have a piece of vellum. I like to use vellum in my journals. So I have one piece of vellum I'm also going to stick in there. And that one is definitely got to be cut off because it's way too, and I think these measure out. So it's 1, 2, 3, they're just a tad bit over 4 inches. So now I'm going to save that vellum because I can make belly bands out of it with that. So we'll add this one in, and it's not as tall, so I'm not going to worry about rounding the edges on that one. So is anybody else as excited as I was getting this page up and running? No, probably not. Other than I kept talking about it and kept talking about it, and you guys are like, we can't get on there, we can't get on there, we can't get on there. Okay, so let's clip this papers together. And all I did was the center page, I turned it around so it would be pretty in the center. So I like using these clips. They're really, I think they were made to go for people who are quilters or, you know, sewers. But they really help out a lot in journaling, that's for sure. Because you don't have to put any pins in it. And it does hold really well. So we'll put those in. I'm just making sure that my center, or you know, that it's all tucked in there really good. And while I got this out, I can tell you how tall it is. It's 11 inches because these are 8.5 by 11. So that's why it's a 4 1/4 on each side. And I always stick my ruler right under that paper. So if I ask, where's the ruler? Hi, Casey. Thank you for watching. Where are you guys watching from? I'm in West Texas. So all I'm going to do is line up where I sewed. I'm going to line that as the top and line it up. And each one of these is a pocket. So my spine is right there. And I'm not going to do the guide thing. I'm just going to use my eyes today. Because, you know, I like to wing it a little bit. And we have plenty of room to add the second signature in. So I'm just scooting it over just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my 3 awls. I got more than 3 actually, but I'm going to line up my second one, or my first awl, right in the center of this. Right here in the center of this teacup. And I'm just going to push it all the way through. Like I said, there is a paper bag inside of this too. So we have our first awl through it. Hi, Molly. Paint Party by Lydia. Hi, Lydia. Thank you for coming on. I've been watching your lives for a long time, and now you're watching mine. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So that's like having royalty, and I have Cynthia, who's royalty. We have Molly Jasper. We have Molly Jasper's really everybody. Gosh, this is so awesome, you guys. I can't believe it. Anyways, I'm going to take this all and I'm going to go up 1 inch from the bottom, and I'm just going to push it through and push that through there. And then I'm going to take my other awl. Let's get ones that match. Let's have matching stuff today. I'll already have it out. So I'm going to go another inch from this side. And I'm just going to push that one through. And you just want to make sure that you don't push it through your fingers because, boy, I tell you, these little guys can be sharp. So, hello, Molly. Thank you for jumping on. So we have our 3 awls in. So I don't have pink wax thread and I don't have any red, but I do have this dark black and I have a white. And since this has got white going through it, I think I'll do the white. And then we can add lace to the outside if it's not pretty. But so I'm just going to measure the length of it times 3. And then we'll cut that off. And then since I live in West Texas, kind of like deserty, I like to keep the little cover over it so that way. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for coming on. And we'll find my needles. When you have everything in their one kit, it's so nice because you don't have to go hunting for anything. So I'm just going to use this needle. I don't know why they give you so many in a kit, but they do. And just gonna thread that baby through. So here comes the fun part, sewing it in, right? This is always always the task. And since my cover really is, it doesn't matter which direction my cover is. If it did, you'd want to make sure you're sewing it in the right direction, but I know I have it sewing in the right direction. So we're going to take out the center one, and I'm just going to put my needle through, and out we go. And I know Jimmy Lou and a couple of other crafters, they say clip that on there so that way you can't pull it all the way through. So that's what I'm doing. And this one just popped out, so I guess we're going to go through the bottom. And then we're going to take it all the way up to the top. And I'm just going to hold on to it really tight. And then we're going to go right back in through the center here. And sometimes it helps to go ahead and put that all back through it just one more time. Because material sometimes, if you're doing it with paper, I don't think you have to do that at all. But sometimes with the material, it'll have a tendency to close, the fibers to close back up. So we can undo that. And we're just going to make sure that we're tight. And like they said, the only rule in junk journaling is to make sure that one of your tails is on this side and one of your tails is on that side, and you just pull it tight, not too tight where it buckles. And then you just tie a knot, tie another knot. And then we can just tie a little bow for right now. And I tie my bows like I tie shoelaces. I watch other people tie bows and everybody does it quite differently. It's funny. But I guess it's just a matter of how you were raised tying your shoes, I guess, huh? So we'll just trim that off. And we have our first signature sewed in. So now we're going to sew in our second signature. Do the same thing. You're feeling sluggish today, Lydia? Oh. I love all of your paintings that you do. You do such great work. And I love that you're getting into junk journaling. So we have one more. And we will go ahead and round these ones. I'm not sure why I'm trying to rush so fast. I'm just rounding the corners. And then we'll set that aside and we'll round it some more. So what is everybody's favorite craft to do? I know Sue B, she is a great junk journalist. It's hard to say. And I know Bev, if everybody follows Bev, she's in Wales. She makes the most beautiful, is that right? Most beautiful, can we have that? Any English teachers out there? Her cards are amazing, and watching her has cost me a lot of money, because then I had to go out and I had to buy a Sizzix, and then I had to go and wait for that to get here, and then I had to go and get the dies to go with it. I'm like, I can't afford to watch you anymore, because she has so many fun gadgets. And I did the same thing when I started watching Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. And then I started watching Tater Bugging and Chris Hunter's page. She's got so many names. And then I like, oh, I need that tool. Oh, I need that tool. And oh, I need that tool. And I was like, I went out and I broke down, because our Joann's is going out of business. And I broke down and bought the alligator or the crocodile. And because I'm like, oh, I can't, you know, I'm on Social Security, so like I have to decide, am I going to feed my horse or am I going to craft? No. So I'm like, well, I went ahead and I bought it because it was on sale. So I'm just going to throw that. So, oh, what a mess that makes. But I did break down because it was like 20 or 30% off, and I broke down and I got it. So we might attempt to do this live. And hi, Sly, how are you? Oh, Kathy. I thought it said crafting for a minute. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for jumping on. But yeah, so every time I see something, I have to have it too. So I'm just going to make sure my papers are all going. I didn't like mess up and turn my papers while I was talking or folding or cutting. Just want to make sure we don't have any papers going in upside down. And then we've got our second signature ready to go. So let's go ahead and clip these so they don't move on us. I'm not quite sure I need to put 4 on there, so I'll just put 2. I think 4 was an overkill for this little skinny. So I'm just lining this one up with the other one. And I'm super excited. Like I said, I've been working like a year, or I guess I had my other craft page a little over a year. And I've been journaling and doing other crafts on that page, you know, kind of deal for the last year. And when I made this new one, let's see, it says I went to, oh, you went to Joann's? Wow, that's a pretty good deal. But I have not been back to see what's left in the store because I'm afraid I would buy all the rest of it. But what was I saying? And anyways, I've been, like I said, I've been working on this page for like a little over a year. And I'm just, and having to start over has been crazy. So I'm just trying to match up my lines with where I was at the other one. And we're gonna sew in 2. But over the year, I've like met so many crafters, and It's been really fun. So all I'm going to do right now is, I think I need to, it's pretty close. I'm just checking to make sure that I have the new one, you know, lined up pretty much where the other one is. And it looks like we're really close. So we're just going to take our white again. And I do use the templates too. And I save them. But this one was for, a short one. It's the 2-inch. And I write on the inside 2-inch spine. But I should make one for a tall skinny and keep that in there too. But have you guys been watching Jimmy Lou? And I think Taterbuggin had one too. She put it on her page too, where you glue the signatures together. That was pretty cool. I might have to try that. But I think we all do the same thing. We all like learn from each other, and then we all want to try it. So, oh look, Jimmy Lou finally found my, yay, Jimmy Lou. Thank you for jumping on. Your ears must have been ringing. I was talking about you. So, but anyways, like I said, I've been working for a year to try and get this page where I want it. And I am so excited that Miss Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner has invited me to be in my first event, and it's going to be this Thursday. So I hope everybody will come back and watch. So we're going to sew in the second signature the same way we did the first one. And hopefully we won't have any trouble. But anyways, it's on the Junk Journal Jamboree. And I'm so excited. That's going to be my first event. So I hope everybody... Hi, Tammy. Thank you for coming on and watching. We're just sewing in our second signature. I'm just pulling this one back because I don't want it to go all the way through. And like I said, most of all of the journaling techniques that I really have learned from, I've learned from Jimmy Lou. I belong in her private group, and I love it. I love bookmakers. I love the people. I missed my hole, so I'm just going to take a peek so I don't mess up. And like I said, the only rule is to make sure you have one tail on one side and one tail on the other. And I know they say give yourself 3 links, but I always have so much when I do that, so I'm not quite sure why they say 3 and some. So, but I guess it's better to have extra. So we got that looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and tie again, and then we'll put this in a bow, and then maybe we'll hang something cute down it. Like I said, I always tie like I tie my shoes. And I didn't have that thread the same. So I'm just going to trim that off. And I'm going to put my tools away so I don't lose them. And then we can start having fun decorating. So like I said, I keep everything for my sewing in here. So if I want to do it in my office or in my bedroom, I can just take that and go do it. If I want to do it in the living room or the dining room table, I just can take that and I can do that. Or if I want to take it outside, and you know what we forgot to do? I cannot believe I forgot to do it. I forgot to add the extra pages into the second sewing. But that's all right. We can add them differently by adding pockets. I got so excited about it, I forgot to add these extra pages in there. So we got both signatures in, and they're lined up pretty good. Hi, Ada. How are you? Hey, Jamie. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure if this is going to bother me. or not, but we'll figure out how to use these extra papers. Like I said, I did make this one from beet juice, and you told me, I didn't see it. Oh my goodness. Thanks for sprinkling, everybody. I always joke around and say, can you kick my cow patties around? But you know what? I saw Sue do this the other day, and we'll see if we can do it. She actually just took and put a small amount of glue on the edge, and she added the paper in. So we can see if we can do that too. We just have to decide where we want to put it. This has got pretty pink roses, so I think we'll put it right there. So my glue of choice is Art Glitter Glue, and I do have the precision tip, but it is not working very well. So, and then I do like to use Fabric Tack from Beacon. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to the edge of this paper. And as you can see, I have a hard time going in a straight line. And that's because, and don't everybody do this, don't anybody let you do it. When I had my LASIK surgery on my eyes, they made this eye see close up and this eye see far away. So I would, I'm telling you, I can't draw a straight line for the life of me, because one eye is looking at one thing and the other eye is looking at another. So I'm just going to push that down, and we'll see if it will stay. And we'll just give it time to set up, and we'll see how that works. We added that, and I won't worry about, I might add the vellum, I don't know. We'll just see, I might make a pocket with those. So this is it, we got our journal. 2 signatures sewed in, and it took me 30 minutes. But we did a couple of things. So we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket there. And like I said, the only thing I did off camera was I sewed along that line, and I sewed on this line all the way across. And like this came from Linda Fletcher. She sent it to me, and I don't know if she got it from the Messy Craft Corner or not. It seems like I remember seeing it on there, but I don't know where she got it from. So let's get our my other toolbox out. So in this box, as you can tell, I like containers. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for watching. And now it's just telling me that everybody's watching. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. So in this one, I have all my tools for punching holes and stuff. So this is what I said. I actually broke down and I bought this. And I've been trying to teach myself how to use it. Everybody's, watching everybody else use it. They make it look like it's so simple to use. And then I bought these from Jimmy Loof off the Messy Craft Corner. I bought those from her. So we're going to attempt to put this in here so we can tie the book shut. So we'll see if that works. If not, I have my trusty hammer. So but, we'll see. So I'm just going to set that over there, and then we'll see if we can line this up and punch holes through it. So I am going to try and see if I can get it in the center of this baby. So it's 13 inches. So it's 6.5 inches is the center. And I think I will pop a pin right there in the center just so I know where my center is on both sides. So that's where our center is. 6.5 inches. So, they always say don't do things first time on your live. Well, I don't listen because the other day I tore apart a little golden book on my live, and it went pretty well. It went okay. So I'm just going to take 2 of these out, and I'm going to measure. I think that even though they look big, they still use that smaller hole. So let's do it. We'll put this in, and we'll see if we can punch a hole in. Anybody else nervous for me? No. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for watching. So, and you guys, you're more than welcome to come on my page under your business page. I don't mind at all. So let's see, that's a 1/2 inch. I think I want it to go a little bit farther in. Oops, I keep missing my hole. All right. And you guys, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I don't really tell very many people because I really don't think it's anybody's business. But I'm dyslexic. So if you do see me doing something really crazy, don't hesitate to tell me. Because, like I said, I am dyslexic. So sometimes I do things backwards. But I don't like to really tell people. So I got that through, and we got that through, and that's really what I wanted to do. So now let's see if we can not have to get the hammer out and we can do this press. So I think I have the right way. And we're going to put this in here, right? Yep. And then we're going to squeeze the dickens out of it, right? Everybody hope it worked. And we have it in, yay! It made it. So we got our little eyelet in. All right, so now we got to do the other side. Let's measure this, and we're going to do 6.5, just because I want them to line up. I'm just going to put my pen right there so it marks it for me. And we'll go back and we'll do this side. I'm just going to line that up. It is really kind of intimidating a little bit because you can't really see where your hole is going to be. And actually, I think I was over a little bit. So, but I went to school without telling anybody in my school that I was dyslexic. And then I went to college, and I did 4 years of college. And I wasn't going to tell my teacher I was dyslexic because I went to respiratory school. And until I started having to take tests in the class, and I couldn't have a piece of paper. And since I couldn't have a piece of paper, my first test was like a complete fail because I couldn't cover up the other questions. So I said, okay, I'm going to have to tell this teacher I'm dyslexic, because she was like really adamant about not letting you have anything on your desk when you took a test, except for, you know, the paperwork that you're working on. So I finally had to break down and say, I'm dyslexic. And so she finally said, okay. She let me do it, take that test over. I ended up graduating with a 4.0. So I don't really, I don't find it as a, you know, it's okay to be it's okay to be different, you know, so. But I didn't want it like on my record in school showing that I was, you know, disabled in any shape or form, so. All right, so we got our holes punched in on both sides. So we can add some ribbon for our ties. And let's make sure we have it going the right direction again. And we'll see if that pink paper held. And that did. That worked out good. A little bit tight right there, but I'm happy. So now I want to decorate the top, because I don't like white. For some reason it just drives me crazy. So on these pages that we have the white, and I'm going to decorate, I have these really cute stencils that I've ordered because I saw somebody had stencils, so I thought I have to have them too. So I'm just going to, since this book has a lot of flowers in it, I'm just picking out stuff that has cute flowers. And then I like to use Distress Oxide from Ranger, and I have a few colors. I have Ground Espresso, and then I have this Faded Jean. So I thought for a minute that blue would look good, but there is no blue inside the journal. So I'm going to put the blue back, and I'm going to take out the green, which is Bundled Sage, and I think we'll use that because there is some green in the cover. So this has butterflies and some roses and some leaves and stuff, and I think that'll be cute just on the page. And so we're just going to load her up, and we'll color that. And I like using these plastic stencils because you can easily wash them with a baby wipe or whatever you want. You can take them to the sink, and it doesn't hurt them at all. And then I saw the other day they said if you pat, you don't really get anything on your brush, but if you rub around, you get more. I like to listen. Like I said, I got 4.0 in school, so I'm a quick learner. So, and I think it was Jimmy Lou the other day said that. So we're just going to add some more flowers to the bottom of it. And that's a cute one there. So how's everybody's weather? I haven't been checking. Let's see. Oh, Tammy, thank you for coming on. You had a stroke 5 years ago. That's. I don't. As being, you know, I worked, like I said, I worked 10 years in the hospital and ER and different floors in the hospital and neuro units. And I'm telling you, a stroke. Recovering from a stroke is probably one of the hardest things I've had to witness on patients, is stroke. Very hard. So I'm glad that you've gotten 5 years and that you're getting back. So keep working at it. Strokes are horrible. Absolutely horrible. I've known a couple of people that's had strokes, and it's horrible. We had a really good friend of my husband's, and this guy made rocket ships. I mean, he was smart. He was one of those smarty pants guys, and he had a stroke, and he ended up in a home. And he was never the same after the stroke. And it's like, gosh, you can be a rocket scientist and lose everything in a matter of minutes. So I never take anything for granted. And, all right, so that turned out cute on that page, and it just takes that white away. And actually I'm just going to kind of go a little bit more with my green and just kind of lightly rub. And Cynthia from Guided Creations, she's joking about that I took her time slot, and I'm thinking, man, I thought 2 o'clock was a good time because nobody was on at 2 o'clock, and then I'm in Central Time, and it turns out there's a lot of people, so I don't know if I should change my times. I usually only go on Fridays and Mondays, and because I do work at my daughter has a children's boutique in our little town, and I work there. I say I work, but I don't get paid, so it's not really work. But I run the store Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 12 to 4. And if Jimmy Lou's watching, I was able to get Thursday off, so I don't have to worry about rushing to the store afterwards because I was going to be an hour late. But she gave me the day off. So anyways, I don't know. I was thinking 2 o'clock was a good time slot, but maybe I should do it like at 10 in the morning. There's just so many crafters out there. It's hard to get a good time spot. So that's really cute. I think we'll do this page in a different color because it has more of the browns. So I think this one is frayed burlap, and I think that's a pretty color up against that. So I'm just trying to pick different stencils so they're not all the same flower. This one has a little cute bee on it and a rose, so we'll do that. And I have another brush that I use for the darker ones. And I'll just rubby-dubby-dub on that. But like I said, I'm going to be in my very first event, and I am so ecstatic. I feel like I was bugging the tar out of everybody, saying, "Get me in, please get me in." But it was like on a job interview. You just have to keep going back, right? Until you bug them so much they have to either say yes or they block me. And I got lucky and she said yes, so I'm so cute. And I think I'm going to actually get into the memory decks. I think I get to do that event pretty soon, so I'm excited about that too because I love making the memory decks cards. So I'm so excited. So I just used the brown, and that looks pretty on there, and it just kind of takes away from that stark white. And on this one I'm just dabbing because I have a lot of ink on this sponge, and I'm just kind of dabbing around, blotting it. But I do other crafts, just so you know, and I am going to do some other crafts on this page as well. So I might do those ones at like 10 o'clock because I like to do Mod Podging and making different kind of stuff that you would have, you know, like on a ranch and stuff. So I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So if you don't want to see that kind of stuff, then, you know, maybe that won't be the day that you're watching me. But I like sitting out on my deck. I can see my horse from my deck, and I can see the cows and stuff, and it's just fun to sit out on my patio when it's a good day and the wind's not blowing, and do those kind of crafts. So we might set up and do those once a week and have fun doing it. Watching on the set right now. It's frustrating me. Oh, working on the set's frustrating. They just said watching on the set. I'm like, I know some people can watch on a TV. What's frustrating you about it? I thought that you had come up with a really good theme. So that came out cute. So we'll just kind of dab around that one too a little bit, just to get that stark white off. And just looking at my time, we've been on almost an hour, so I like to keep my lives at an hour. And I'm just so ecstatic that you guys came on, and that you joined me for my first live. And it amazes me that I've met so many people on this journey that I'm on, and I treasure each and every one of you guys, and it just amazes me what kind of friends you make. And if you guys ever need anything, you ever need prayer, you ever need just somebody to listen, I have great ears to listen. And I enjoy each and every one of you guys. So we just did that page. And then I think what we'll do is we'll cut the tie and we'll get that tied on. And then on Friday, we'll decorate the inside more. So I'm just cutting this ribbon in half. And I guess it's kind of like sari silk, I guess. I'm not really sure. Got it from Temu. You never know when you're getting something from Temu what it really is. So just using my little tweezers to help me get that on, and then we'll just tie that. And like I said, I have watched a lot of people do a lot of different things on journaling and stuff, and I've learned from so many people that, and they've just treated me so nicely. And I dedicate, this to my family. We have 4 generations that live on the ranch here, and my son-in-law bought the ranch. And they took me with them. We sold our house in California and we moved out here. We've been here 5 years now. And I'm living my dream life. And I encourage anybody else that can live your dream life, live it. So I'm living my dream life. I always wanted to live on a working ranch my entire life. And I'm getting to do it. So I'm extremely happy. So there we go. And now we can tie this pretty girl in a little bow. And then on Friday, we'll add some pockets and lace to it, and we'll get her all decorated up. And I just want to turn you back up for a second so I can say my goodbyes. So that's my horse right there. I painted that horse. And I made those bunny rabbits right there. So those are the kind of things I like to do as well. And that's my horse. I made this horse. That's my horse. His name is Johnny Thunderpants. And when we're out on my deck, I'll show everybody my horse, but he's not allowed in the house. I'd let him in, but my husband won't. No. So, but anyways, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming on to my live on my first day on my page, my new page. Like I said, I've been going live on the other page for over a year now, but I'm going to slowly move off of that page and only have this page, but I have 5,000 followers over there until we get them moved over here. So I don't want to just stop it. So anyways, I just thank you guys so much for spending my first day with me, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I did work the country music festival. It was called Outlaws and Legends, and I got to see Clint Black and Ella Langley and stuff, but boy, I tell you, it took me a whole day yesterday to recoup. I did 28 hours selling t-shirts, and my little feet were like, no. So yesterday I couldn't even get out to go to church. I had to watch church on Facebook, so I'm like, I can't walk. So anyways, I just thank everybody for welcoming me, and Linda, I thank you for the beautiful cover that you sent. And I told you we would use every single thing that you sent me. And so far we have, and I'm going to put these roses in it too. So I'll see everybody on Thursday. I think, well, I come on 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's 12 o'clock Central for my Central people. So I will see you guys on Thursday for my first ever event. So I just want to say goodbye and thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for crafting with Nani. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.